Welcome to One Door Studios Update. To date, we have over 500 investors and over $500,000 in investments. This week, John has returned. Simulated is blowing people's minds, and we are in talks with top-level screenwriters. Don't miss this update, because it's time to get involved as an investor. This could close soon. Find out why. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to One Door Studios, and this is week 21 update. And we're so excited to have a guest back with us today. The guest, John Lee. He was out for a couple of weeks. How you doing, John?
Awesome. Feeling tip-top. Thanks for asking, Steven.
Yeah, so we went to Dallas with John a few weeks ago, and John got a little bit under the weather, and so we didn't want his ghastly face on with us while he was not feeling well. But he's back, and he's strong as an ox, and ready to go.
Ghastly as ever.
Ghastly as ever. So we wanted to give you guys an update. Well, we have several things to update you guys on. Well, first of all, if you haven't noticed, if you haven't been on our refunner, we hit what, Jason?
500,000.
What?
500,000.
500,000, $500,000. And that means that our script writer fee is pretty well funded. And you guys knew that we were engaging script writers, and we've been doing that for the past 6 weeks or so. We've reached out to 3 screenwriters, and these are top-level screenwriters. We got a no from one of them, or did we get a no from 2 of them, John? What was it? Two of them. 2 of them are too busy to work on this project. They have projects going on for the next 3 years. These are top-level writers, and we have our story out to a team of writers right now. And these are, we will tell you in the future their name. As soon as we sign them, we'll tell you their name, but right now it's sensitive, so we can't say it yet. But these are writers for films that we know you've seen, some of the top movies you've seen in the last 5 years. So we're really excited.
I just interject that,
Please.
It was really something to get an email from one of the top 10 writers in the world with, having read the whole novel of Calculated in all caps, loved this book.
Right.
That's really something.
Yeah. A writer didn't turn us down because the story was no good, just simply way too many other projects working on currently.
Yeah, both of them, yeah.
So that's the writer update. And we will, as soon as we have a writer signed, we are going to tell you the writer's name, and you're going to be stoked beyond belief.
So the whole lay of the land deserves a little perspective. The woods is full of writers, no question about it. And they're all agented. And it's really awkward to get to the writer through their agents. The only way to do this in with profession and precision is to actually have access, a personal relationship with the writer. So one thing that makes our list of 20 unique is that we have someone with a personal relationship with almost every one of them. And that allows us to have that person actually contact them, set them up for the pitch, and then ask them to move it to their development chief for review. And that's where we are right now with a particular writer, and expect to have a response from them by the end of next week. But to have this power to be positioned the way we're positioned is really, really unusual. Yeah. The other thing that sets us apart, of course, is that most offers that go in are offers that have decent material, and they're trying to bring the writer into the material, but they don't have the capital to actually pay them. which of course is always off-putting, even if you know the writer.
Yeah, nobody wants to be asked to do a job. And, oh, by the way, we don't have any money to pay you, but that's what's setting us apart. We do have it. So
yeah, it does set us apart. This capital we needed, the $500,000 that you have brought in and empowered us with.
Thank you again.
It's just a hot ticket. Yeah, so grateful for that. So now we are right at the plate. We're meeting with making these offers, and it's exactly where we need to be. So this is the tipping point.
Yep.
This is the point where the project goes from a novel that's a top-selling novel on Amazon, and all at once it gets a writer attached and becomes a motion picture that's being written, script form wise. And that is what puts the game afoot. And everything, you're going to feel this right away. As soon as the writer is on, you'll feel that that chemistry change, and that we'll be moving pell-mell, both to getting the script done, but also bringing in new investors who will be eager to put up the attachment fees for the director and cast, which is what that last $1.5 million is for.
And it's interesting to note. It's interesting to note that during this time, we've been a little quiet as from here. We're just waiting for John to come back. We didn't want to do any more videos without John with us, so we're finally back. But during this time, we have had so many groups and investors reach out to us who are really interested in this project, and there's several. We're talking with several right now, which could literally wrap this thing up, lickety split, and this week wonder might close.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it may be coming to an end quickly if one of these groups comes on. Another thing to note is we mentioned last week, Jason and I, that Simulated came out last week, and so I started reading it, and I was dumbfounded. I mean, those of you who have read Calculated know what an engaging, thrilling story it is. And I talked to the writer a couple days ago, and I said, Nova, do you know that as good as Calculated is, Simulated makes Calculated look like a slow ballad. This thing is on fire. The type of writing and storytelling. Yeah.
It's good though, man.
It's good. I mean, the type of writing in this is stuff I have never seen before in my life. And it is going to make one killer movie. I mean, unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Or 3.
You riveted.
Or 3. Yep. And you guys are all part of that. I mean, we're not assuming that every person who watches the updates watches the next updates. We're going to remind you that if you've invested in Calculated, you've invested in Simulated, and you've invested in Activated. You're players in the entire game. So congratulations on that.
Yep, it's a big plan. We're right at that tipping point. Couldn't be more excited. And as soon as we have a lock-in on a writer, we'll give you an update next week, obviously. But then expect the chemistry to shift and for us to go into high gear.
So we're definitely not trying to sound like salesmen, but we're not making it up. There are some very serious investors, high net worth. So if you want to get in, now would be the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, very exciting. This week has been just amazing, actually.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us for this quick update. And we're going to come back to you again next week, and John's going to be with us again. So bless you guys.
No escape.
No escape. Guys, have a great day.
Say Jen.